So, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of sketching. If you have seen my last couple of videos, I basically talked about certain basic things like pencil and different tones, basic shapes. Right now, it is time to move to the next level. And why don't we try using hatching and just create a basic shape and so if you see, I've created this shape, and since you all are beginner, so to make sure the things are in appropriate sizes and proportion, what you can do is you just can create three lines like this, and then create the object around it. Okay, and it will help you to have some sort of proportion. But once you do it few times, then you don't need this. But just to start with, to make sure that you do have a proper proportion, so I'm just trying to show you or give you some hints how to do this. And I basically left it not too exact accurate, just to just show that it's still possibility of improving as we move on. Okay, so now what we have to do is, as I've taught you about little bit about hatching, so let's try that. And from hatching we'll move to tone also in the same object, using the same object. So, and make sure that you are using the pencil in the same direction. And to start with, I'm using H. Okay, it's very good for hatching. So just keep on doing like this as I'm doing. Just follow me. And while doing this, just make sure that you keep one thing in mind, that the light is coming from this direction. Okay, based on that, your dark tones and light tones will be applicable. I will leave this area a little bit lighter. Okay, I will not apply too much pencil later, but just to start with, just giving it a little bit of shade. And don't worry if few lines, strokes are going out. Okay, don't worry about that. What we can do is we can simply use any eraser like this, or even a mono zero eraser like this. Okay, and simply remove it. Okay, so do not worry, keep a eraser with you. And if you do not even have a mono zero eraser, no problem, in one video I can show you how to create your own mono zero eraser using any normal eraser. Now I will take another pencil. Okay, H is done. So now I will take another pencil. Let me see, what can I get. Maybe, yeah, let me use a 3H. to give it a darker shade, and I will use it through hatching technique only. I told you I will leave this place lighter, because as I said, light is coming from this direction. Now what you can do is take any flat brush, okay, any flat brush, and try to blend it. Okay? Try to blend it. And we are not done yet. So now, as I told you multiple times in my earlier video, I use this 6B a lot wherever I want to make some darker tones. But before making a darker tones, now add darker values here, okay, like this, so that the shape of the object comes out. And I'm holding the pencil very lightly, okay, even it's 6B, and which is very dark, but still I'm using it very lightly, because as I told you, during the initial days when all of us are just a beginner, it is very important just to get used to the tones. Okay, do not get excited and start making some by checking other videos, start making some not required darker objects or darker values, not required, because if you make some mistakes then it is very difficult to get rid of the darker values. You can always create darker later, but start with some lighter shades. We started with hatching. Now on the same object, using the same object, same image, I'm telling you how can even do blending also. Okay, and I say, as I mentioned, right, don't worry about the some lines going out. We'll use an eraser, and it's not about getting the perfect perfect image at the beginning. The idea here is to get used to it. Okay, now let's use a simple eraser. Just erase the areas which has gone out. Okay, see, no need to worry about. And now just use a flat brush and smooth out the areas. Okay, just smooth out the areas. You can use any kind of flat brush. I'm using my painting brush. I didn't went out to buy new brushes for myself. Now what we can do here is, it's still not done. Now what we can do is, we can use a mono zero eraser and probably remove some of the shades to give it a shadow effect. So just to give it a shadow effect, you can use it. And then once again use your flat brush and again little bit soft out the areas. And here you go. We used a very simple object, we used hatching technique, and we also used flat brush to tone out the areas. So this is another shading technique. Okay, so practice. You can use any other object, okay, just to give some kind of proportion. You can create some lines and create the object within those lines, okay, so that you get a good proportion at the beginning. But once you keep on practicing, there will be time when you don't need them anymore. So use any round object, okay, use any cylindrical object and practice this kind of shading techniques. Okay, so thank you for watching my channel, and do please subscribe so that you don't miss out any future videos. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you.